Hey y'all, happy hump day. How is everyone doing on this Wednesday evening? I'm on a little early, I know. I'm trying to do a little earlier, y'all, just because I know I'm Eastern time. So my name is Shonda if you're new here, and I'm in West Georgia. So I'm on Eastern time, so it is 7:50, 10 till 8 here. I'm trying to just do a little earlier, especially if I've got a little bit longer project. And tonight, y'all, I had to do one more thing. You know, we did this Hocus Pocus sign right here. Y'all, I had to just do one more thing. This is already in the last chance. So you have to hurry up and get this before it's gone. Love this cute little sign. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Mom. So, y'all, we had to do one more thing with it before it's gone. So, go grab yours. I have featured a link in the, hey, Waylon. Hey, Natalie. I have featured a link on this live, so you could go, and it is a cart link for all the supplies that I'm using, including the paste. But if there's anything in the cart that you do not want or that you already have, you just remove it from your cart. Easy peasy. I'm using Bark, which is our dark brown tonight, but if you did not want to use that, you wouldn't have to because it's by the jar. But the black and the white, there's small sample packs in there, so the brown I'm just going to use as a little accent, but it's not necessary. So, y'all, last chance, okay? Last chance. Can't believe it's already in the last chance, but kind of not surprised with the Hocus Pocus movie coming out. Hey, Angie. Okay, y'all, so we are using our 16-inch door round. This is a wood door round. Love these things. Really neat. Both sides can be done on. Angie, how are you doing tonight, girl? So, we are going to paint this with our pumpkin chalk paint. Waverly pumpkin chalk paint. Okay? So, I'm going to do this one's really going to look like an orange festive sign. I just think it's going to be pretty. I've had this sitting over there waiting to do it, and I was like, all right, tonight's the night. We're going to make it happen. And I'm going to just do the whole thing, y'all, in this orange. I think it's really pretty. I'm hoping I can do one coat. Y'all know I like a one coat, but we'll see. And I do have it on my little Lazy Susan that I made. So has everyone had a great day, or at least a good day? I mean, you know, productive. Good, Angie, good. Y'all, I kind of figure, you know, I was thinking earlier, you know, what's a productive day look like for me? And it varies day to day. My life is not the same. You know, because I own my business, you know, I do things differently according to what days. Some shipments are busier than others, you know, that kind of thing. So I own 3 e-commerce stores. So, you know, it is what it is. Waylon says he wants you. Oh, Waylon loves his Aunt Sean. He's so sweet. But anyway, every day to me looks different, you know. So production sometimes, you know, productive day for me it just looks different, you know. But kind of always was like, you know what, one thing stays the same though, that I want to stay the same, that I'm trying to make stay the same, is make at least one person smile. And that to me is it's kind of my thing now. Good, Mom. I just want to make one person smile, you know, just one. So today it was my my neighbor at my office. Oh, Waylon, so sweet. That is just the sweetest youngin', y'all. That is my great nephew that she's talking about, and he's just so sweet. I went to his, they had like the grandparents luncheon or whatever the other day, and I went for that. It was so sweet. He's just so sweet. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do 2 coats. Man, I tried. This looks like a big orange moon, but y'all, this is going to be perfect for this. Listen, Jan, like I said, make one person smile. Just one. Make them smile. You know? I feel like that's just all we can strive for these days. One person. One bite at a time. Oh, Mom. You so sweet. Look, we always joke that Mom gave me life twice. Mom had to do CPR on me when I was 13. I had a heart issue and, well, muscles around the heart anyway. But we always joke around about that. I think it's kind of phenomenal, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure as a mom, as I'm a mom now, that your worst nightmare. But Mom did it. All right, we got to get the big guy out, y'all. Little fella's not going to cut it tonight. But I do need to turn it down. We don't need to set it on fire. So yeah, y'all, I cannot believe this transfer is already on Last Chance. Unbelievable. But like I said, with the movie coming out, it doesn't really surprise me. But we are going to have to put just a second light coat on this. And then I'm going to sand it down just a little bit. Lisa, hey girl, I need your address. Message me your address. You won Happy Mail a long time ago and have not, I think that maybe you were sick after that and it just kind of, I posted and I sent something, but just send me your address so I can send you some Happy Mail. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, girl. He's so sweet. Where's all the other youngins? Are they just doing their things? Waylon's mama's boy. Which I'm surprised Stella's not right there with you, but she has become Miss Independent until she wants something that she can't get. I'm gonna tell you right now, this one right here, woo! Who needs to go to the gym when your husband buys you the heaviest and biggest one that they sell? Good grief. This thing will wear you out now. Man. So I'm going to paint the next coat on, light coat, like I said, dry it a little bit, and then we'll set it off to the side. We're going to go ahead and make our bow. We're going to make a big old bow tonight for this one, y'all. And listen, I have decided that any of the door rounds or any of the signs or anything that I make, if you guys are interested in just buying the finished project, just contact me. Just send me a message and let me know, and I can give y'all pricing and all that. Exactly, Natalie. That's funny. They only show their rear their heads when they're hungry. Mom, I'm telling this thing right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got tendonitis now. Woo, it's heavy. Heavy, heavy. I don't even see him on here. He does need to come on down. And listen, thank y'all everyone who has been liking and sharing my post. Y'all, they're going out there, which is great. I so appreciate each and every one of y'all. And remember, if you see the live and you comment, even if it's just a thumbs up, I will put your name in my bucket for Happy Mail. So Lisa, I hope you heard me, girl. Message me your address so I can send you Happy Mail that you won several weeks ago. I don't forget, I promise. I've sent messages and I hadn't heard back from you, but I just saw you, so I'm gonna just tell you. Okay, this is almost dry. And then, like I said, I'm gonna put a little light coat back on it. Okay. Whew. Oh, goodness gracious. I mean. Do I need to put another coat on this, y'all? Y'all, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I better. Just a little light coat. It needs to, I'm seeing through it, so I don't want to see through it. I want this to be good and orange. So is everyone ready to start decorating for the fall or Halloween, or where are we at with all of our decorations? I'm still in summer mode. I still have my lemons out. It's not officially, summer's not officially over, right? Or is it? Is it officially over? When does that whole thing happen? Like when they declare it's over. I mean, I don't even know how they determine that, but whatever. When is summer officially over, y'all? I thought it was like the end of September, but am I wrong? Tomorrow! Oh, tomorrow! Why'd I even ask? I could have left, just stayed in denial until the end of September, just in denial. Man, tomorrow! Oh, man. Y'all, I did look at the weather, though. It's going to be 92. Oh. Angie, look, I remember those days when that agenda was the Bible for everything. You looked at the agenda for everything. Don't forget the agenda. Don't forget to sign it. Don't forget to look at it. All the things. And let me tell you, as a mother who was, my husband's a fireman, so he did 24 hours, and you know, so I did a lot of things. You know, I had to do a lot of things on my own. No big deal, but I just did. And honey, some of those days I'd be like, oh man, the agenda. And I ain't lying, we'd be in the car on the way to school and I'd be like, okay, hand me the agendas, y'all. Hand me the agendas. I mean, let me get the agenda signed. Whew. Don't want to forget the agendas. Still that way? Telling you. Look, I don't miss the agendas. They were great though. Listen, they were great. The best way for a teacher to communicate was that agenda. I wasn't knocking it. I just forgot it. You know, it's just, you know, when you're kind of doing things, you know, by yourself a little bit, you tend to just forget. And my poor honey would probably much rather been there than he would have worked, but okay. So I'm going to just let this dry a little bit on its own because, you know, my arm hurts and all. We're going to, I'm just going to set this over here. We'll get it in just a second. We're going to go ahead and make our bow. Okay. Big old bow. And then we will chalk and put it all together. I didn't have a strict routine in the afternoons. Listen, so, you know, it's so funny because I worked, you know, full-time job the whole time at a doctor's office. And pretty much the whole time they were being raised. So I had a very, the regiment, my schedule was serious. But there was sometimes that agenda, and I don't know if it was just, my kids are very spread apart too. And I think that also had something to do with it. You know, my kids are, you know, 32, 28, and 20. So we had some, you know, some age differences. So there was time differences. I think that had a lot to do with it. But that agenda just sometimes was not on my agenda to sign. All right, y'all, we're going to use our really cool Bodabra, and I'm using this orange burlap, the brown burlap, black burlap, and then this black and white really pretty ribbon. And then I don't know which one of these I'm going to use. I'm thinking I'm going to use the I think I'm going to use my pipe cleaner. I think sometimes it works better. Okay, so first I'm going to do black because I want the black on the, actually, I think I'm going to do brown first. We're going to do brown on the orange. And I'm doing the brown a little bit just because I may use my little, this is my little pumpkin spice little Dollar Tree broom. I may use kind of as a little accent, I don't know. But because I'm going to do the broom on the thing in brown, hey Brandy, I wanted to kind of incorporate just a little bit of brown with it. So that's the only reason why. All right. Don't ask me how long things are. I don't know. Y'all know I'm not the greatest at bows. I try, but I'm just not great. I do know that, you know, I know how to make them on this Bowdabra. That's about all I know. And I'm going to do 2 of each. So this one's going to be quite a large bow. Quite a large one. Okay. Yeah, two little loops each color. Now, you know when you're making the bows on the Bowdabra, you have to twist if your ribbon is a different pattern on the other side. You know, if there's a back and a front, you have to flip it. Definitely have to flip it. Okay. Then we're going to go in with the orange. Actually, yeah, we're going to do orange, black, and then black and white. And I'm going to go up with this tail because I kind of want the bow to kind of have stuff everywhere. I don't know. We're going to see if it works. Never done it. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know, y'all know, y'all know. Oh, wait a minute. There is definitely a front and back to this one. So on this one, the wire is actually showing. So when you put this in, we're going to have to twist it. And I got this ribbon at Hobby Lobby. I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby, this one I got at Dollar Tree, and this one I got at Sam's, and then the black I got off Amazon. Just FYI if y'all are wanting to know. Alright. And I tend to make my loops about the same size. I mean, a little bit bigger, you know, gradually, but not too much bigger. Alright, so there's that one. Then we're going to go with our black. And we're going to come back down with the loops. Like I said, this is going to be a big fluffy bow. I think it'll be really cute though. Okay. And then last, I'm going to use this ribbon. And I think we'll go up with it. Well, let's try to do this. There's a back and front of this ribbon, y'all. Hey, Lisa. It's a big puffy bow tonight, y'all. Big puffy. Hey, Caroline girl. I will say, I've watched people with bow makers, and I've watched or looked at bow makers myself. I would say that I would like the one that has the ribbon holder. You know, they've got an actual ribbon holder on the ends. They might be easier than this, but I don't know. Okay. Big old puffy bow, y'all. Big puffy bow. And I'm thinking, if I put my broom on there, y'all, I'm just going to put it on with that zip tie. I'm glad you caught me too. I came on a little early. I know, Brandy. So that's the thing. I've learned how to eyeball it. I don't make a ton of bows. Y'all know I'm not. I'm really not a. I'm not a huge bow lover. But I think on these kind of things you have to have a bow on your. Don't. I'm gonna try not to cut my finger off. You have to have a bow on your door hanger. I mean, you just do. You just do. So. But honestly, I may have to. This is a big fat bow, y'all. I'm gonna put the zip tie on it too. I've got some more if I need to grab another one, but I need this thing held better. I can't kind of get my pipe cleaner tight enough, so we'll just do it like that. Okay. And y'all know just to pull your bow out, start moving things. Moving them out. I like to do 2 at a time and kind of move them out, side to side. And I definitely want my brown, on the orange more. That's kind of why I was like, well, I will put a kind of a barrier between the orange and the brown, or the orange and the orange. But yeah, this is a big puffy bow. I like it. I like it a lot. And like I said, just pull it apart. And just fluff it how you want to. So we got kind of a, to me it looks like Nightmare Before Christmas. Y'all love that movie. I don't know why. I think it's because my oldest son absolutely was obsessed with it when he was little. So we watched it a lot. And he had the Jack Skellington little figure, and he called it his ugly. So I think that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, my baby's uglies. He loved Jack Skellington. I mean, adored him. Okay. So I'm not going to cut my tails until I put it on my project. So it's kind of hard to tell right now, but here's what we've got. And you can kind of see the brown in the background, and once I cut the tails, you'll be able to see it more. But, you gotta just keep working with it, y'all, to get it the way you want it. Bows are not my huge thing, but it is what it is. Okay, so there's what we've got. We're going to set it off to the side. Let's get this back up here. And it looks like we just got a few little spots, so we will finish drying that, and then we will chalk on our sign. And I am going to wax this because, I painted it. So I am going to wax it a little bit just to protect it and protect the, it'll protect the transfer from pulling up paint. We don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Whew. This thing is a workout, y'all. So, does anyone decorate for Halloween on here? Or is it all fall? I think I've told y'all before, I just do a couple of little things for Halloween. I always feel like something's crawling on me. It's always my hair falling out, y'all. Told y'all, another one of those great menopause things. Okay. Make sure these are dry over here. Yeah, Caroline, did you see I was on a little earlier for you, girl? Actually, I'm trying to get on a little earlier just because I feel like when I'm doing a longer project, like I said, I just feel like I need to. Lisa, like I said, I don't really either. You know, just, I will put some up just like a little bit when I mean, everybody on here just told me tomorrow is fall, and I'm a little bit stressed about it because I would like to just leave all my lemon stuff out and my summer stuff. I just like leave all that out. But I do love fall decor. I do. And I usually do it, you know, the beginning of October. So I guess I could go ahead and do it. But yeah, I don't really decorate a whole lot for Halloween. But I will say, I'm loving this sign with the Hocus Pocus. I think it's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. So let's sand it just a little. Not a lot. And really all I'm doing is making sure that none of that grain, you know, how I've said the grain will rise. I don't want any of it to rise up. I have one little spot here that looks like it needs a little bit more drying. Oh, okay, Lisa. Well, I'll be honest, girl, me either. You know what I have a hard time doing? Taking all the stuff down that I've already put together that I love already as decorations, because we just bought this house 3 years ago, and doing it. And my old house was small, and everything, I had to move furniture to decorate. You know, I had to move furniture to put up my Christmas tree. And I used to beg my husband, please, can I just put up like a little tiny tree in the middle of the kitchen table? And he was like, Shonda, we got children. No. I'm like, but why? We can still put the presents down. I don't understand. Santa can still come. Y'all, I'm just adding just a little bit of fuzz. I've actually, because I've used this one on the back of that canvas, or on the front of that canvas, it doesn't really need a lot of fuzzing. Yes, it's a pain, Lisa. I think I'm too lazy. I may have just now figured that I might be too lazy to do it. Well, I mean, it's my truth. I'm not even going to try to lie. It's just the way it is. That's terrible. I know. Okay, let me see if I put that right there. That bow is going to cover it. We're going to come down with it. We're going to come down as far as I can get. All I'm putting on this are the words and the broom. The words, the broom, and the bird. So just got to make sure. I actually may, you know what I may do? I'm going to put these stripes right here and make it look like I've actually put a stripe on this. I think that'll look pretty. I think that'll give it a little bit of depth. We're going to do that. Okay. Alright, so I am going to do Witches Wanted in my bright white. And I guess this is like a for hire sign. It says Inquire Within. So Witches Wanted, Broom Company. You know, just take off our excess and Inquire Within. All in white. Okay. Just take your excess off, put it back in your jar. Then I'm just going to peel this up. I don't want it to would you, Lisa? It is super cute. Okay, I'm just going to lift that up just like that, just so that it doesn't dry in my transfer. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure these lines are down. I don't have any air bubbles in any of this because I'm going to chalk it. Like I said, I've just decided I'm going to do the little lines here and here. I think that's going to kind of give it a little bit of, I don't know what it's going to do. We're going to hope it looks good. Yeah, let's hope and pray. Okay, so I'm going to do this little line right here. And I think it's just going to look like a line all the way across. That's what I'm hoping. You know, you see the door rounds that, you know, you put the lines on. I mean, I've made them. You know, you just kind of giving definition to it. Well, we're giving this definition. Hopefully. Hopefully it don't turn out bad. And then we'll go ahead and do this line. I'm just doing little parts at a time so that I can pull it up and it not dry in my transfer. That's the only reason I'm doing it this way. And then down here. I was just going to do this plain, y'all, but I think this is going to give it some definition. I still got to watch that movie. I still have not seen it. Everybody tells me it's funny, but I have not watched it yet. I will. Okay. So let's lift that up. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Ooh, I'm glad I did that. Okay. Sometimes I do things and I'm like, yeah, it actually turned out right. Oh, I should have waxed this, y'all. I mean, it didn't mess it up, but I just should have waxed it. It's sticking a little harder and it kind of reminded me, you should have waxed it, girl. Okay. Alright, now, the rest of this, I'm doing in black. Except for the broom. And the broom I'm going to do in that brown, that bark. So I'm just putting this as chalk. This is chalk and paste form. And I'm basically, with this little squeegee, pushing it through the silk screen. And then the design will go on your surface. Very simple. Very easy, y'all. So easy to do. And then you get a great looking project that looks so professional. I love the handwritings on these, and that's kind of why I actually got the transfers in the beginning when I started doing this, because I can't really, my writing is not great. My handwriting, like printing's fine, but I don't know. I just didn't like my writing. And I didn't like stencils, like your traditional stencils. I didn't have good luck with them. They'd always bleed. It got on my nerves. Hey, Yolanda. Caroline, how are you tonight, girl? You doing good? Okay. Alright, I think we got all this. Let me make sure. Just get our excess off. Put the excess back in here. I think we're good. And then I'm going to quickly do this broom in this dark brown. It looks, I call it my chocolate pudding paste. It looks like pudding to me. Chocolate pudding. Okay. Y'all, how stinking cute is that? So cute. Okay, let me dry it. Let me put this down here in my bucket, y'all, of water. The bucket's almost not big enough, but it'll be all right. And let me get this black off of me before I touch this. Thank y'all for the hearts. Caroline, thank you so much for the stars, girl. Okay. Y'all, always, anytime I do anything with the black ink or the black chalk, it is all over me. And then I have the, it gets under my fingernails, and it's so nasty when it does that. Oh, well, Brandy, you know what's funny is I was like, this one takes a little bit longer. You know, door rounds take a little bit longer, and plus I painted the whole thing. So, I was like, let me get on a little early. And I'm going to start trying to get on it this time, y'all. It's, I mean, it's ideal for, I think, everybody pretty much. I hope, anyway. It seems to be working. So, look, when you dry your paste, I've said this before, but just in case someone's new, it will be shiny when it's wet, matte when it's dried. And like I said, I'm going to be selling this. I'm not keeping it. So if anybody is interested in one that looks like this, or if you want the colors to be different, and you don't want to go and make it yourself, you just want to buy the finished product, you can message me and I can let you know how much it is, and I can ship as well. But yeah, I can't believe this transfer, y'all. Last chance. This Hocus Pocus has been selling. Everybody loves it. And once it's gone, I believe that's it. It's gone. And y'all can see I'm going to make another one too. My friend wants to buy one, so I'm going to make another canvas like that for her. So. Y'all, this turned out so cute. I just want to make sure it's really good and dry before I put this bow on, and I'll wreck it up. And the brown broom, like I said, I just put that on there. It's not much of a contrast, but I just thought, you know what? A broom to me is brown. I don't know what the witch's brown is, or the Hocus Pocus witch's brooms are, but I just think, I think it should be brown. Oh, my child. Okay, y'all. So here's the bow I made. Okay, so let's get that on. What you doing, Mason?
Roll up.
The baby child come in. The baby child. The baby gummy. Careful on that one. It has no, that one's fine. The other one has furniture stripper on it. All right, y'all. So here's what we've got. Okay, can y'all see it? So I'm going to go ahead and glue on this. Put quite a bit of glue, but then I'm going to go back afterwards and I'm going to reinforce it. I like to reinforce it with a little bit of or with a either staple it on or through this little hook. That's what I like to do. Okay, so first let me go ahead and get these cut off. And I'm just dovetailing the ends, y'all. I like to finish my ends. And I will play with this bow after we get off here, because that's just, yeah, that's what I'll do. I feel like I said, bows can be messed with forever. Oh, Mom said Granny loves you, Mason.
Love you, Granny.
Did you hear him? Love you, Granny. Hey, Janice. Thanks, girl. All right, let's cut this last one and see what. Ooh, I almost messed up. Okay, I don't want to pull on it too much because I don't. This is a big old bow, and that glue will not hold very well. I'll reinforce it though. There we go, y'all. How stinking cute is that? Hold on. We've got little remnants of ribbon. So, oh, she said thank you. Thank you, Mason. Anyway, y'all, so go grab yours. The cart link is in, the featured link is in this post. Or, like I said, if you are just wanting to purchase the finished product, just message me and I can let you know the ins and outs. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Thanks, Mom. I will be back on tomorrow for another fun project. See y'all.